Welcome everyone, my name is Prithvi. Today I am going to uh, tell about my project data visualizer. Coming to the project, I have imported the necessary libraries like Pandas, which is used to read data frames, NumPy to analyze and process the huge amount of data, and matplotlib, which is used for data visualizations, and Flask, which is used for making medium and small web pages using Python, and I use nothing but import output, and base64 is used to encode the plotting images to get into the HTML page. So coming to the project, so we will have a huge amount of data in Excel files or CSV files. We need to make some data visualizations to analyze and make some insights of it. Instead of seeing the whole bunch of data, we can by analyze the data by seeing just by images. So my project is to make some visualization insights to make better understanding of the data. Okay, let's see this. First, I have made a um, route to the HTML page. In this way, I have defined my file path, and the pandas library will read it. Then again, it will select the columns which are available by reading the data frame. So I have made a checkbox list in which we can select which type of columns we need to analyze, and the graph we need to, or the plot we need to have. So making it the user friendly to the user to select which columns and which graph to be visualized in the web page. So I have plotted bar graph, pie chart, line plot, and scatter plot, and box plot, histogram, and these are the plots I have made for the user to select. In this one, uh, I encoded the plot into base64 and written it to the HTML page. And let's see the HTML page. This is the HTML. In this HTML version, we have some CSS for styling of our web page. Um, let's go to the main part. So as you see, this is our HTML page. In this one, I have made the dataset preview, in which we can see the top 5 rows of the dataset for the user, and a checkbox list to check to make user to select the columns and the graphs required to uh, show to the user. So in this checkbox, the columns may be 5 or 10. In our case, in our dataset we have 5 columns: sepal length, sepal width, petal width, and class. It is the iris dataset of a flowers. And then the graph types container box we have the all the graphs in which we have declared in the app.py, that are box plot, scatter plot, pipe chart, line plot, histogram, like that. We have all those one in here in this one. So the user can select, and he can get the required graph or plot to analyze and visualize the data, so he can make the better understanding of the data. uh, and this is the images we have. Images or plots that are generated in the app.py will be written in a render template, and they are received, and they are decoded into base64 and made visual to the user. And this is the some script for the page to interact to the user, so it looks some better. Okay, let's run this and see our output, how it will be. Let me run this. Yeah, here is our web page. So this is our web page. In this one, we have preview of a dataset. This will show the small preview by defining by showing 5 rows of a dataset, in which we have sepal length, sepal width, petal width, and class. That is which type of flower or species it is classified into. In this one, we have preview of a dataset. This will show the small preview by defining by showing five rows of a data set in which we have sepal length, sepal width, petal width, and class. That is which type of flower or species it is classified into. And here we have the categorized columns. The columns are class, petal length, petal width, as we have discussed in above. So we can select the columns which are required. I will select, in this case I will select all the columns, select all columns, the checkbox. And the graph types. The graph types I have made in the app.py: bar graph, pie chart, line plot, scatter plot, box plot, and histogram. So we can select which type of graph we need to choose, and to the user it is available. So I will select all graphs for example and click on the submit button. It will take some time to generate the graphs, and it will return to us. So here we are. So these are the graphs and plots which are has been plotted by using the columns and the graphs I have selected. In this case I have selected all the graphs, so it has shown all the graph. In this one we can download the images by clicking on just the image. By clicking the image, as we have as we can see, we can download the images. Every image can be downloaded. Yeah, as we see, download file. The files have been downloaded. So let's see. Yeah, these are the files we have downloaded. In this way, the user can make insights of the huge data set by using some visualization techniques like histogram, line chart, bar chart, box plot, scatter plot, etc., etc. So this is my project, and thank you.